All right, check it out. One time for your mind. You know what it is. Your man Maloney in the place to be here with the homie Chucks.
Yeah.
Special guest, Wreckords Radio. You know what it is.
Finally, I made it.
Hey.
I made it.
It's been a long time coming.
I know, like I was trying to get on Breaking Records Radio when Rakim was on Breaking Records Radio. So I think I made it, right?
Hey, man. Finally here. Did we ever do an interview?
No, this
we just talked about it?
Yeah.
I never had you come through like
I
my
made
old
it.
crib or whatever. And
Well, I did, but we just did other stuff. But we never did the actual interview.
we never did the interview?
No, we
Oh,
never.
shit.
And like I remember your video guy too. I was trying to get a video with him. I forgot his name.
I don't even know at this point.
Yeah, but
It
nah,
could have been one of many people at this point.
But yeah, no, literally, like we tried to set that up and it didn't happen. But I guess I wasn't hot enough. But we're here now.
Nah, I'm surprised you came through and we didn't do it, but
Nah, it's all good.
Hey.
We had better things to do.
hey, we're finally here, man.
Yeah.
Chuck's in the place to be.
I know.
So tell the people a little bit about give them a little bit of your background before we get into what's coming up now, because you've been around for time, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So I'm from Nigeria originally. I moved here. I was in Hamilton for a bit. Did some stuff out there with a few artists there. Worked with some guys from down Webster. That was kind of cool.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
First big show I ever did was opening for them.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wow. So you know Cam then?
I don't really know them like that. They were dicks, but
Well, yeah, Cam's those are the guys I kind of like, that was my first like big collaboration year. Like
Yeah.
I started working with a few of them, and I did some shows out there and like McMaster. That was crazy, like selling out the campus bar on Mondays.
oh man.
Then I had to move to Toronto because some reasons, life changes. So in the T-Dot, I kind of kept my head down, but then you know what happens when your calling keeps calling you got to pick up. So I'm here now, back at it with the music, and yeah, I'm just rocking. So.
Hey. And how did you discover Newfie Boy?
Newfie Boy, that's my homie. Shout out Newfie Boy. Yeah, so that was Blazing Shepherd when I started. Basically, yeah. So I started a label, Blazing Shepherd, and I had a few artists that wanted to rock with me, and Newfie Boy was one of them. Like we did a few tracks together. Kind of like we met on Facebook actually. Like
Yeah.
he hit me up on Facebook, and then we started talking, and I was like, yo. You know what, Newfie Boy, you're out there, you're grinding, you're doing your thing,
Yeah.
you're consistent, I can help you with this. I'm starting a label, I was kind of trying to do this whole Canada-wide label.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I hit up Newfie Boy, and, yeah, he was down. He's like, yeah, I'm down to rep this. And, I mean, he repped it all the way. Like,
He did.
Like, all the way. So, shout out Newfie Boy.
That's how I caught wind of you, through him.
Wow,
and I
yeah.
can't remember if me and him met on Facebook or if we met on YouTube.
I know what platform.
Yeah, remember when you used to actually be able to send like DMs on
Yeah, so
YouTube?
YouTube was the first DM. Yeah, shout out YouTube.
for real. Like I'm
creating
pretty
the
sure it
DM.
was.
I know. Like, they should have, like, trademarked that. Like,
Yeah.
what?
But yeah, that's crazy, man. I was just curious about that
No,
because
that's sick.
I knew Newfie Boy back in the day, and that's how me and you know each other, and it's just
Right.
crazy how things come full circle.
It shows
man.
you the power of collaboration, man. Like
It is.
artists, you got to
Yeah.
collaborate. You
Yeah.
know, we're in Toronto. Nobody really likes people want to collaborate, but we don't come through. But we got to collaborate. We got to finish the tracks and put it out so people see it.
That's facts, man. So tell them a little bit about, you got the new single out. You just put it out, what, yesterday or today?
I put it out today, actually.
Today,
8 a.m. Yeah.
So by the time they hear this, it'll be a week old. But I mean, yeah, tell them about it.
That's true. But it's still fresh. Gandhi, that's the name of the track, and that's a collaboration actually too. So it's with this rapper I know called Young Val. He's from Vietnam originally, so he actually raps in Vietnamese. So if you've never heard a Vietnamese rapper before, you should check out this track. It sounds
Hey.
amazing, man. He snapped on it. And yeah, shout out Flacco G. That's the producer. He's in Italy right now too. So there's an international collab, Canada to Italy to Vietnam.
So you
Yeah,
took
out
your
here.
eyes off trying to do a candle-wide label and just decided to start going international on your own shit.
Basically, well, like
Smart.
because I figured out like it's kind of better to get hot outside Canada,
Yeah.
and then bring it back in, and
Yep.
show them the sauce. So
That's facts.
really
That's
cool.
facts.
So.
Because we don't support our own until other people are
So they
supporting
blow
them.
up in Miami.
Yeah. And it's like, oh, yeah, we loved him.
It's like I know him. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, does he know you?
yeah.
Did you come to his shows? Yeah, you gotta have those testing grounds, right? Like I'm like, okay, you know what? I got a show at Club 120. You gotta show up. But now those people who show up to the 120 show, you get free RSVP to the film festival show. But those people who didn't show up, I don't even know you. So
Yeah.
that's what it is. You got to support, and you never know where that's going to take the artist, and where in turn that artist is going to take you.
Well, and it goes back to, like, actually something you just said made me think of it. But before the interview, we were talking about Excuse me. Salute for the beer, by the way. Chucks is a good guest.
Cheers.
I'm a bad host. He's a good guest.
You're a great host. We had a blast last time, but that's another story for another day.
But yeah, one thing we were talking about is the fact that if to speak into existence isn't enough, you also have to work. But on the other side of it is, if you want to speak something into existence, you need to recognize an opportunity. And a lot of times they come hidden in the form of something that doesn't seem like an opportunity. Because it's one of those things where it's like you gotta be willing to either A, take the risk, B, open to ideas, or C, not be fearful, right?
Right.
And like an example I want to say, because off what you just said, it actually kind of made me think of it, a good example of it. But it's like, think about Drake. Now, you could have had a rapper who was kind of popping in Toronto when Drake was first coming up. Mm-hmm. And that dude might have been trying to speak it into existence, right? Drake might have tried to show that dude love, and he might have, like, snubbed him, been like, nah, you're nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
maybe even
soft.
dissed him. You soft, right? Little did that guy know Drake would go to be the biggest dude in the world. Mm-hmm. If that dude would have showed him a little bit of respect back then, maybe he would have been part of the OVO camp. Right. You know what I mean? Like, that's a perfect example of what I'm trying to say is a lot of times opportunities present themselves where it doesn't look like an opportunity. A lot of times the things that seem like the biggest opportunities aren't really that.
Yep.
And a lot of times
they
it's
are
the little things.
Times, yeah.
It's the little things that actually years down the road become the opportunity.
Yep. And you're like, I'm glad I did that. I'm glad I
Exactly.
showed up. So you got to always just show up, basically.
Show up, be there, be respectful.
Yeah.
Try to talk to people. You know, networking is the most important thing.
Right.
It opens the door to opportunity to you.
Yeah, like I'm trying to make a point to go to Tobago before the end of this year because I got invited down. And I mean, dude's like, I'm going to set you up with shows and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, just come down. And I'm like, okay, I'm just going to come down line with you and we can do that later. Like, come down the second time I actually set up the shows. But, I mean, if I don't go this year, then that means I'm going for the first time next year and I'm just going to delay whatever. And chances are, maybe if I don't even take this dude's opportunities seriously, will he still have the same opportunities for me? Will he still feel the same way about me
Exactly.
next year like he feels about me this year? So
Yeah.
I can hold myself back and say, oh, I don't want to pay for the flight. I don't want to do this. Or I'm already doing a trip this year. I don't want to. But
That's the fear.
are you doing what you need to do to get to where you need to go?
Exactly. It's like the opportunity when I performed New York earlier this year. Shout out to my dudes, Young Baka Productions, you know what I mean? They actually have Razkaz tonight at the Canby, I believe it is, in L.A., so salute to them. But they had me out for a show in L.A. because they were doing one while I was already down there, right? Mm-hmm. And so I went and did the show. Cool, dope. You know, really got to kick it with them again because I rocked with them when they were in Toronto here. And, you know, and then from there, you know, me and him keep in touch. And then one day we were talking. He said, you got to come down again. I was like, I want to. I was like, but my girl's never been to New York. I really want to go to New York. I was like, so that's kind of the next trip and the planning of what I want to do. Yeah. He's like, well, we're doing shows in New York. So he told me a date. And the date he gave me wasn't that far away from what I was doing. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I'm like, fuck, that's kind of tight. I'm like, I already got this other stuff I got to. Yeah. And you know what I did? I just sucked it up, went, had a little less money than I wanted, went into debt for it. It took a month to pay off afterwards. But I took the fucking opportunity because I could have easily, out of fear, been like, nah, it's cool. Maybe next time. But next time would that opportunity have been there?
No.
Exactly.
It'll be with someone else that showed up for that show you missed.
Exactly. And then, you know what I mean? Like Aguilar, if you're familiar with him from like Purple City Bird Gang or like fucking, you know, he used to be Adolf the Assassin, but he was at the show we were at. Like not even on the bill, but he was just there because he was in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
And he ended up performing on it and stuff. So like I rocked the stage with Aguilar, you know what I mean? Like got to chop it up with him, got to do a little interview thing with them. You know what I mean? Just off being in proximity. Not only that, met other dudes, you know, like shout out to Hip Hop Mike from Hot 97. Me and him have a rapport now because I met him at that show. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like
crazy.
But that's the type of shit, like, you know, and even if those things go nowhere though, it's like
at least you got something that would have not you wouldn't have got.
I wouldn't have got it. And if I would have went out next year, even if the opportunity was still there, it might have been different.
And those dudes would probably not be in the same place.
Exactly. You know, so
it's crazy. It's unreal.
Yeah, it's crazy how so that's the biggest thing I can stress to artists is be open and, you know, take any opportunity you can.
And also, there's one thing you should tell them, too. I like what you said earlier to me. Don't take no for an answer.
Yeah, don't take no for an answer.
Just keep going, man.
Yeah.
Figure
I
out
used
how
to be the
say
dude
yes.
when I was first getting into media.
Yeah.
I used to be the dude who was like, didn't like bugging people. Like I'd inquire once for an interview and like, you know, the person might hit me back. And then if I didn't hear back after that, I just leave it. I don't want to be annoying. Now I'm the person like I'm following up every 3 days. Like, hey, what's up? I haven't heard back in regards to this interview.
Yeah.
Are we still good? Blah, blah, blah. I don't care if I'm annoying because you know what? At the end of the day, the person who's going to be remembered over the person who isn't is the person who was persistent.
Yep, the person
Even
who
if
had
they
that
were a little
soundbite.
annoying, they were persistent. And you remember them by name now because they were in your inbox. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Or they're in your email and you're
Exactly.
talking to them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, I mean, at the end of the day, don't be worried about being annoying either.
Don't be annoying on purpose.
Well, the only time being annoying, and this is another tidbit of information I can give to people, is when you're one of those people who talk more than you actually can back up.
Yeah.
You know, you get a lot of people who talk about like, oh, I got this in the works and this and this.
Yeah.
And they're always hitting you up. And then every 2 months is a new opportunity. But you've never seen anything fruition from what they've talked about in the past. And it's like, all right, stop being the annoying dude sending me question marks when I don't respond to you in the same day.
Oh, I hate
because
those dudes. Stay away from those dudes.
Yeah, well, exactly.
They're
because it's like,
impatient and they're scammers.
well, you're impatient, but not only are you impatient, you're not following through with anything.
Yeah, no,
you
you're a
talk
scammer.
about.
If you send me a question mark, if I didn't reply you in 20 minutes, you're a scammer because you need your answer right now. And guess what? You can go get it from someone else.
No,
Like,
do you know what it shows me? It shows me temporary ambition.
Yeah.
That's what it shows me. It shows me people who
Quick buck.
aren't willing to get to business when it comes on their phone. It shows me someone who allots maybe like an hour in a day. Or maybe an hour every 3 days, or it's like 5 hours every 3 days, or whatever, to really be focused and try to get all the shit. You know what? Because I used to be like that, so I understand.
It's
I
penny
used to,
wise, pound foolish.
yeah, you got to be open. All like you know, I might take a day to get back to you, but if I do, it doesn't mean you know what I mean.
You always get back.
Yeah, and if I don't, sure, send me something. But if you're the person who's gonna send me question marks after a couple hours or something, that shows me that you're not only impatient, but you have temporary ambition because you're not willing to let the conversation show fruition in the way it's supposed to.
You know what I started doing? Someone told me this though. Like, don't let people waste your time.
Yeah.
That's something I started doing. Like, I hit someone up, and I understand what you say about being persistent too. But also, when someone actually expresses like a mutual desire to work with you, like now you're past that point of getting the yes or no. You already got the yes.
Yeah.
And then the next step is actually doing the work, and you go ahead and take the first step, and you're like, okay, this is what we need to do. This is what I need from you. This is what I'm gonna do. What can I expect from you? Like, you're waiting for an answer, and that person doesn't give you an answer, even after committing to the project. At that point, I don't wait for the answer either.
Yeah.
I just keep moving. I keep moving, and I keep doing what I need to do, and I also just find someone else that can work with me that way. And I mean, when the person is ready, they'll be ready. If I'm still ready, chances are I might feel a different way about that now. But I don't let people waste my time anymore because there's just so much out there to be done. There's such a limited time in like what we have to achieve what we need to do. And I mean, as species, as humans, like I don't feel like we do enough in general, and we just need to do more. And everybody just kind of needs to realize like you only have 24 hours in a day, and half of that time you're either sleeping or eating. So what are you doing with the other half? And just figure that out.
And if you work, then you're spending a lot of that time working. So
8
you
hours.
only have a certain amount of time to work on your dreams and what you want to accomplish.
What's going to make you fulfilled?
You got to
Do you
utilize
care
that
about your
time properly.
happiness? Yeah.
And that's why a lot of times, like, people will get left without an answer for a day or two because it's just in the schedule of my day. It's like, the conversation is important, but it's like I'm not prioritizing that to the top of the list because there's something else I'm working on right now mentally that I'm either formulating or thinking of, or someone else I'm talking to right now that's in a more immediate thing.
Yeah.
Like if what we're talking about is a song we're going to work on that we're going to record in a month, I can answer you in 2 or 3 days because you know what? I'm probably talking to someone else about an interview I need to schedule next week.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like Justin Trudeau when he showed up to that conference and he tried to say hi to the president of Brazil, but I think there was another president trying to say hi to him at the same time, and he just turned around and ignored Trudeau. Oh my gosh. Shout out to Canada.
No, but you know what? That happens, man. I've had that happen to me when I've tried to introduce myself to, like, you know, I'd be backstage with an artist or something. I'm like, oh, I go to take my shot.
Yeah.
And then, like, Bishop Brigante comes up and says what up, and then the dude turns around before I even get to him. My hand's halfway in the air. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, there's a term for that. I can't even get. I can't nail it right now. But
no disrespect to Bishop. That's an example. That's not.
No,
something
that's like
that
big ups
happens.
for Bishop right there. That's the clout. Bishop got the juice.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But you know that's life. You know what I mean. But let's move it a little bit forward. Anyways, get back on track. So you got the track Gandhi out right now, and it's with Flacco G, and you actually got an album that works with him.
Flacco G, yeah. I know, shout out Flacco G, crazy producer. You know, I'm the first rapper to rap on Flacco G's beats.
Oh, word.
Yeah, so, you know, we're out here just doing firsts and everything.
That's
so,
crazy. Yeah,
I know Flacco G. I met Flacco G in an alley in Italy, in Florence. And I was just chilling, drinking, and walking, because you can drink and walk in Italy. And I just ran into him and his friend, and we started, like, chilling, freestyling. And
Word.
They love American rap, right? So it's crazy. We take this stuff for granted here, but you go over to Europe, they love American rap.
Yeah.
So I start freestyling over like Dr. Dre, and we're going nuts. And, you know, Flacco G was the quieter one there, actually. So he tells me, actually, he's making beats. He started making beats. So I got his contact, and he hit me up because I didn't even hit him up. He hit me up after I got back to Canada, and I was glad he did. He sent me a few beats. And actually, this Gandhi beat, he had sent me that earlier, and I didn't even want to. I don't think I... No, actually, I love this beat. There were some other beats he sent me that I kind of like passed over.
Yeah.
And I came back to that and I realized, man, like these beats are crazy. So anyway, he just kept shooting me beats. I kept like writing to them, recording. Eventually, I'm like, wow, dude, we can release an EP. Why don't we release an EP?
Yeah.
We started getting at that. Before you know, we had like 12 tracks, 13 tracks. I'm like, dude, we can do 2 EPs. Or we can just do a whole album.
A whole album, yeah.
So that's where that came about. And we have Rocket Man, and it's ready for end of this month. And man,
where's coming out end of this month?
Yeah, I'm excited
big.
for this. Because I've not put out a full project in like, man, I can't even remember it last time I put out an album.
In time, eh?
Yeah, like I've just been putting out singles, and I did some work with like my former band, and
Simple Life Gang.
Yeah. Shout out SLG. So
oh, dope, man. So is Gandhi the first single then, or any of the other singles you put out Flacco G beats?
Gandhi's a Flacco G beat, but it's not going to be on the album, actually.
Oh, word.
No,
okay.
yeah,
It's just kind of like
I did that
promo.
after the album.
Ah, okay,
so, like,
okay.
The album was done.
So it didn't really fit in pocket with what you got on there?
I was going to put that on the album as the like intro, actually, but it's like I already had the album done. I felt good about it.
Yeah.
So
don't overcomplicate it.
It's great as it is now because it helps to build up hype for the album. So
yeah,
I just figured, let's just drop this because it sounds hot. We're all excited about it.
Yeah,
let's go.
Dope, man. Super dope.
And shout out to Deloyo out in Deloyo, where you at right now? You're always moving around. Well, he's in Halifax. No, I'm just joking. Shout out to Smokestacks in Halifax, and shout out Deloyo. Deloyo mixed the whole album actually. For
okay.
Me. Yeah. So Deloyo's a good guy. I met him through one of my another artist I used to work with, actually, Jay Wills. So
okay,
yeah, and Deloyo came through, mixed the whole thing, and kind of like a first. It was his first time getting back into mixing from like a long hiatus. And yeah, it's kind of amazing, like when you just have faith and you take a chance on people, and it ends up like paying off for you, like. So I'm glad, like, thank you, Deloyal, and thank you, Flacco G, man. We're out here. Like, Flacco G's always like, thanks, man. And I'm like, you know what, Flacco G, thank you. Like, we're going to make some hot stuff and put this out, and, we're going to turn it around with this. So let's go to the top, Rocket Man.
Hey, that's dope, man. That's super dope. So tell us a little bit about the Simple Life Gang. Anyways, how did that kind of formulate?
SLG. So it came out with, like, me kind of decided, okay, I need a platform because I guess Blazing Shepherd, I don't know. I feel bad about Blazing Shepherd. You asked me about this the other day. I mean, like, I'm the one bringing this up now. So I like to, formally apologize to Nufi Boy on air for Blazing Shepherd and how it kind of, folded. But, and, Nufi Boy, I'm out here. We can work any day, anytime. And thanks for your support still. And, Blazing Shepherd was a real thing. But Simple Life, it was kind of like me looking for a fresh start and just looking for a new platform to put my music on. Like, I kind of approached everything from a more, like, thoughtful perspective where I was like, I laid down all the building blocks and I was like, this is exactly what I want to do and how I want to do it. So it was almost like a step-by-step plan.
Yeah.
And we followed through to that plan. And, I mean, it paid off because people heard of us. People knew of us. We had the live shows down, and that was exactly what we wanted to do. And it was like a crazy concept. We had a drummer, a DJ, and 3 MCs. So,
well, it's crazy because we were talking about the Gucci Mane thing the other night, right? Mm-hmm. And then I haven't gone back and watched the episode, but from my recollection, from what I said about why it never formulated when I was drunk, when I was thinking about it today, I was like, I don't believe that's actually so much what happened. I think more what happened was the fact of it took forever to get the song together. Mm-hmm. And I think we fully intended to having you on it, even with all these other artists. Mm-hmm. But what I think happened is at that time, I had no idea how to get a hold of you because we had been in contact years before that. Yeah. And I don't know if I didn't have you on Facebook at the time or if you weren't active on Facebook for a while. Because you went off active for a while.
You're like the only person I message on Facebook right now.
Yeah, because you went off active for a while.
I'm still inactive. I only go back because of you. Like,
yeah. And I think I actually went and looked at your page one day and it like said you had like your last post had been like months and months before that. So I was like, how do I get a hold of this guy anymore? Mm-hmm. And I think that's kind of more what happened is the fact that we just kind of lost communication. Yeah. But the thing is, you kind of came back on my radar again. Because, like, I remembered you were supposed to get on that joint, but we didn't end up finishing it, I don't think, for like a year and a half, 2 years after. And by that point, like, our communication was completely gone at that point. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I don't even know how to get a hold of Chucks anymore. Because I think you had my old number. Remember, you're like, this is my number. I'm like, that's ancient. Like, that's ancient. So, like, that's how I think I used to be communicating with you. And then I'm phones later and stuff, and I'm like, I don't even know how to get a hold of this dude anymore. And so we just kind of went about it because we need to get the track done, right?
Yeah, I understand.
And then so that's actually what ended up happening there because I think I said the other night we got someone else on it and then just didn't fit. But when I thought about it today, I'm like, no, I remember I still intended on getting him on it. I'm like, I kind of lied to him. I'm like, what happened? And then I thought about it more, and I'm like, yeah, I remember I couldn't get, I didn't know even how to get a hold of this dude. But do you know when it came full circle, when I seen you again, it was Simple Life Gang. Yeah. That's kind of when me and you reconnected. Like, I think I was following you on Instagram by that point. And I was like, yo, what's up? Like, you know, and, commenting on your posts once in a while. Like, good to see you. Good to see you moving. You know, and that's kind of when you kind of came back into, like, my vision. Yeah. But like that's exactly what happened is that I just didn't know how to get a hold of you for time.
I fell off basically. So you know what?
I kind of thought maybe you quit rapping or something. Like I didn't know.
Artists don't fall off and don't quit rapping because you might miss out on the Gucci Mane feature. You hear that?
Or at least stay visible. At least stay visible. Even if you're not putting out music, stay visible.
Stay visible. I went underground on purpose.
You did kind of disappear, right?
Yeah, and then we came back. We came back with a bang.
Because I remember I was like, I think I might have emailed you even or something and never heard an email back or something to some old, like a Blazing Shepherd email you had or something. Yeah. You know what I mean? But I remember now, like when I was thinking about today with a sober mind, I'm like, I didn't just like X him out. I'm like, no, there was a reason. There was more of a reason. When I really I deeply thought about it, I'm like, I'm pretty sure I just couldn't get a hold of the guy.
Yeah. I mean, that track was hot. I still remember my verse kind of. But you know what? That's not. We're gonna still do some more collabs. Yeah. Shout out Big Shug. So, hey, let's just stop it. Stop it at that.
Stop it at that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. So salute to Simple Life Gang because that was really your resurgence, in my opinion, at least in my view. You know, I seen you come back on the radar with them, and then ever since then, I've seen nothing but consistency.
Thank you. And
that was you were consistent with them for time. Yeah. And now that I've seen you start dropping the solo singles for a bit, and I'm like, okay, dope. Like, dude's back and he's being consistent. Yeah. And it was just nice to link back up with you the other day on the show.
That was amazing, man. Yeah. We had a blast, yo.
Yeah, so man, sick. For sure.
Like, what? That's probably your latest, podcast ever.
Oh, yeah. We've never ran that late.
Yeah.
But that's because of...
You know what?
I can't blame Dustin, but it's because he wasn't here. No. We don't know how to run his shit, and we just...
It's just when Chucks and Maloney link up, we're out here breaking records.
Hey, we're really just out here singing along to terminology songs.
And Big Shug and Rex and Edo G,
Yo, man. But so to keep moving a little bit forward as well too, you got you're doing the TINFF.
Yep, TINF. I'm just trying to. Why did I mention all Boston rappers there? Like, that was kind of weird. I think there's another city in the States other than Boston. But yeah, shout out all the rappers in Toronto doing it. We're out here. We're kind of on the map right now. And I'm doing the Toronto International Nollywood Film Festival, TINFF. Shout out Nigeria, Ninja in the house. And shout out my boy DJ P I see you.
Hey.
So yeah, that's gonna be a blast. I'm so glad I got selected for that. It was amazing. I just got hit up and they were like, "You want to perform?" And I was like, "Yeah." I was like, of course. And yeah, so that's gonna be good. I'm gonna be doing my track Maradona there. So check it out if you've not heard it. That's the vibes, and it's gonna be cool. And I hope to do more Afrobeat music in the future too as well. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, that's gonna be a 2-night affair. I'm performing at the award show on the 7th, and then the gala on the 8th. So,
And that's September?
Yeah, it's in September. Yeah.
Okay.
So if you want to come out, you can come out for free. Actually, you just got to RSVP, but you got to do it now because it's going like fire. So
dope.
Yeah,
and let people know how they could go RSVP that.
Yeah, you know what? I like to see my boy Maloney there. So
hey,
yeah, so just hit me up. You can DM me. I had the link in my bio, but I took it out because I just dropped Gandhi today.
Yeah.
Gandhi's in my bio right now if you want to check it out. But hit me up if you want to come out, and I'll respond to you. I always respond. So I'll send you a link to RSVP, and yeah, or you can just Google. Actually, you can't. It's exclusive. Hit me up. I'll send you the link.
All right, dope. And speaking of shows, you got a show with G Wonder coming up at the end of the month.
Yeah, G Wonder, Raw Money. Shout out Raw Money, Wildcat. Shout out G Wonder, Motive Music Canada promo. We in the house. Yo, so that's gonna be a great show. Also, Alicia Cinema's on the bill. Shout out her as well. Chief Wrecker.
Hey,
Century.
Chief
Shout out
Wrecker.
Century. It's gonna be a great show.
Salute Century.
I'm excited, man. Like, wow, you got to come to that, man.
Hey.
It's going to be lit. So that's at the Social Capital on the Danforth, August 31st, the Saturday. No excuses. And yeah, I think it's going to be a great show. My first, I think, urban showcase. Actually, no, my second urban showcase. The first one was with Chris Thomas. Shout out Chris Thomas, the showstopper. And yeah, this one's going to be fun as well. So August 31st, Social Capital.
Okay, dope, man, dope. And, before we do wrap it up, just let the people know. First let them know, because you got a couple singles that were doing pretty well.
The Line.
Yeah, The Line and Maradona, which you just mentioned. So tell people about those tracks a little bit and let them, just real quick, and let them know how they can find them.
Yeah, every single moment is a piece of reality. I can live life focused on the casualties. I can live life focused on the past. I remember, but it never defines how fast I go or how far I go or how do I feel. I only pay attention to the things that are real, like the present, the moment, captured like a cannon. In my visualizing, 100% locked in. That's the line. The line. So that track's just all about, I kind of put it all on the line and just laid it out how I feel about, everything about music now, about, the messages being put in music, how drug use is made to be the norm, while the culture vultures stay true to the form. I can never ride that wave like a surfer. I can never do it for the shine or a buffer. So, man, I kind of went on a bunch of random tangents on that song, but it was my first introduction, back after Simple Life.
Yep.
And I just sort of wanted everyone to just know how I really feel, put it out there, what I really, really care about for music, because a lot of the music that I don't put out music for myself. I put it out for people. So I try to feel okay, what do people want to listen to? What do they want to dance to? What's going to make them feel good?
Yeah.
And I kind of ride that wave. But at the same time, it's also important as an artist to say what you want to say. And I told myself I wasn't going to make music unless I said what I needed to say. So I did that with The Line. And, it's hip-hop. So go listen to it.
Hey.
And then you can jam out to all the other stuff after.
And then Maradona is kind of more of a vibe joint.
It's that's my first Afrobeat track, actually. So I'm from Nigeria. That's the music we used to make. And I remember back in the day, all the Nigerians wanted to sound like Americans. And now all the Americans are trying to sound like Nigerians.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's crazy to see how much Afrobeat has come up. And yeah, it's huge. So big ups to everyone pushing that wave, and let's keep going. I shout out DJP, shout out Diamond Promo, and we're just going to keep riding this. And yeah, Maradona is just me, looking back at my roots and my childhood, and my love for football, and just trying to capture everything in one song, and it kind of did really well. So I hope to do more music like that. And yeah, shout out Monclish as well. So I'm working on an EP with him.
Oh shit!
And I shouldn't have said that.
Working.
But it's out now. So
all right,
Wreckords exclusive.
Hey, so The Line, Maradona, and Gandhi all available across all streaming platforms.
Yeah, not all streaming platforms. I'm very selective, actually. So
okay, so where do you work?
Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, the main ones.
So you're good. You're good.
Yeah,
even YouTube.
And YouTube, of
Yep.
course. I have a YouTube channel, so
People
subscribe.
always leave that out of the main streaming platforms, but that's
Right.
like the main streaming platform.
They actually they're gonna detransition like Google Play. It's
Yeah.
gonna change to YouTube Music.
Oh shit, eh?
Yeah, in the next year or two.
Okay.
It's gonna be gone. So
No shit.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yep. So
But so before we wrap it up, then just let the people know how they can find you, and then we'll get into we'll play them all three joints. We'll play them the Line, Maradona, and Gandhi. We'll play them in order, but let them know how they can find you online.
you can find me online. Just Google me, Chuck CHXXX. I mean, they were ripping me apart the other day. They said I didn't have my branding right, but if you just go on Instagram and search it up, Chuck CHXXX, I'll pop up. I'm on Spotify. But when you search me up, make sure you subscribe and make sure you follow, because this is just the beginning, and we got lots and lots of great music. Like I said, Rocket Man's coming end of this month. That's 12 tracks, pure hip hop, and I think I also have another EP that I finished that's ready to go before the end of the year. And I'll be back here to talk about it.
Yeah, most definitely. You're always welcome back, my
Thanks,
G.
Maloney,
Well,
man.
thank you very much, man.
Boom.
Appreciate you coming through.
Yeah.
Breaking fucking records radio.